Hey everyone, it's Army Gaming. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Monster Legends. Man, SocialPoint keeps surprising us with all the different Black Friday offers. So what we have right now is the flash sales, the era chests. So these were the things that I'm like, they look like runes, but they're not runes. What are they? Now we know it is different season chests. Season 1, 2, and 3. And so basically you can purchase one individual chest for 600 gems, or you can get all three of them for 1200 gems. So I'm going to take the time in this video to explain which chest I think is worth it, whether or not you should get it, or what are some better alternatives out there. So also keep in mind that if you're not able to take advantage of this flash sale, it is going to come back on the 29th. So this is the first time we're going to see it, and we're going to see it one more time. So maybe between now and then, you can use that time to, again, do like a Monster Wood offer, maybe get some gems, get enough gems to be able to afford one of these chests. So without further ado, let's jump into Season 1 chest. So this includes Heist, Vanoss, Slugzoid, Bombeta, Ignis, Kodama, Hardy, Blackfeather, Rotten, and Thunderkong. So of these monsters, the ones you would really want to get are definitely Vanoss 2099, an old exclusive monster. Bombeta, Megaton monster, definitely meta. Kodama, very useful CDA monster, could help in the Infinite Gauntlet and for PvP. Hardy, the Golden Legends Pass monster, a $20 monster previously, and the fact that he has anticipation and he hits hard, he's actually become a really meta monster. And we also have Blackfeather. I don't know how many people would recommend Blackfeather. I like him a lot. He's unique. He can give the enemy an extra turn, so he works with anticipation on your team. Very unique, has possession, has revival essence as well, can also total blind, so also get a gauntlet monster. So yeah, you actually, I think the top three monsters from the chest one would be Vanoss, Bombeta, and Hardy. I'm not putting Kodama up there because there are Kodama alternatives. For those of you that recently got backwards Tabora, that is a monster that you can use in PvP. You can even use in the Infinite Gauntlet just as well. So I would say it's really Vanoss, Bombeta, and Hardy that are the top three. But even if you get Kodama or Blackfeather, I think that would be good. So that leaves only 5 monsters that aren't that good. So there's 10 total monsters. And if you were to get Heist, I think that would suck. He's really not that great of a monster. Slugzoid is also not that great of a monster. Ignis is actually a good monster. He has cleansing skills and purging skills, but realistically, nowadays he's not used, especially with Tabora being a lot more relevant, being able to trait disable and remove positive effects. So sorry, Ignis. If you were to get Ignis, it's not the worst thing, but it's not really that great of a thing. Rotten blocks resurrection, has support skills like anti-control, I believe. And then Thunderkong is a extra turner that can resurrect. He's very, very weak though, so he wouldn't be that great of a monster. So with the chest one, again, if you're looking at the meta monsters, I would say it's really Hardy, Bombeta, and Vanoss. Kodama I still see used a lot in the team, but again, there are alternatives to Kodama. But really, if you get any of these 5s, it's not bad. So you have like a 50% chance, assuming you have a 10% chance to get each individual monster, you have a 50% chance to get something good from the Cosmic Era Season 1 chest. Alright, on to Season 2. In Season 2, we have Solar Flare, Digel, Lindworm, Tabora, Teddy VR, you have Seaquake, oh no, Henrich, Craster, we have Manipulate, and we have Aatrox. So from the Cosmic Era Season 2, the top 2 monsters undisputably are Lindworm and Tabora. These monsters are 100% meta. They help you out in every single aspect of the game, whether it's War, whether it's PvP, Infinite Gauntlet. They are definitely needed monsters. Other good monsters include the Golden Legends Pass monster Digel. He can kill dark monsters. He has an extra turn scale that gives him villain hater, so he can kill villain monsters easily as well. He's a really, really hard hitter that can also resurrect. This was the era where SocialPoint is like, let's give everyone the revival essence. So yeah, Lindworm, Tabora, and Dio can all hold revival essence, so he can pack a punch. So if you were to get him, that's good too. Solar Flare is our taunt exclusive $50 monster that can also apply Megatons. He would also, if you were to get this monster, that would also be a good thing because you could still partner him up with your Wormlad and Grakon team and still dominate the game and get into Legendary 1 League relatively easily. So from here, let's see what else we have. Teddy VR, bad monster. I wouldn't, if you were to get him, that'd be sad. If you were to get Seaquake, that'd be really sad. Henrich is okay. He's not like, I wouldn't say he's meta or anything. He has CDA. AoE CDA, he has single CDA, he has a double freeze skill, he can apply some dots. The bad thing about him are his relic slots. He holds double trap relic. If anything, he's a good meat shield monster in the Infinite Gauntlet to Oblation trap the enemy team. But yeah, he's okay. He wouldn't be the worst, but he's not like top. Craster, a lot of players like Craster. He's a little unique because he could drain 90% of stamina from an enemy 90% of HP from an enemy Megaton monster, and he can hit pretty hard, but I really don't think players would invest in him. I personally don't like him that much. We have Manipulate and Aatrox. They're not really that great monsters. So in my personal opinion, the best two monsters you can get here are Lindworm and Tabora. And if you were to get Solar Flare or Diegale, it'd be okay. So you have a 40% chance here of getting something that's okay. With of course Lindworm and Tabora being extremely good. Comparing it to Season 1, here I would say there's 3 monsters you really want, which are Vanoss, Bombeta, or Hardy. But if you were to get any of these 5, you'd be really good. So in terms of getting something good, you have a better chance in Season 1. But that being said, you really, really, really want a Lindworm and a Tabora. So you have a 2 in 10 chance of getting 2 of the really great monsters in the game. And then that leaves us with Cosmic Era Season 3, which of course you have Shelly. Alright, we have Shelly, we have Chucklemuckle, we have Rasulka, we have Undead Mr. Beast, we have Iguanazar, Kaguya, Spitfire, Necro. Oh, I forgot about Necro. He's our Resurrection Cosmic Monster. I knew we had one, I just couldn't think of it at the time. We have Pulses, he's AoE Freeze. We have Renata, a taunt monster, and we have Ferris, a support light monster. I gotta say, the only monster, obviously the meta monster here is Shelly. If you were to get Shelly, that'd be incredible. But there's actually 11 monsters here, so you have less than a 10% chance to get a Shelly. If you were to pull a Shelly, that'd be incredible. Chucklemuckle is a really good monster, and some players like Rasulka, I'm still not a big fan of Pierce mechanic. If you were to get this monster and take it all the rank 5, I'm supposed it could be good, but realistically, looking at the Season 3, it's really only Shelly you want. Again, Chucklemuckle is great too. Chucklemuckle on defense, having anticipation, considering there's so many extra turners, that's a good and all, but in terms of trying to compare who do you really, really want? Lindworm and Tabora right here. Who do you really want? Vanoss, Bombeta, Hardy. And then here it's really just Shelly. And looking at alternatives, Kodama, Black Feather. Looking at Season 2, Diegale, Solar Flare. Looking at Season 3, I can't really recommend anyone. If anything, maybe Chuckle, but then Chuckle was also a free-to-play monster from the past, and I feel like occasionally maybe in Monster Wood it shows up, or maybe that time is over, but yeah, it's really just Shelly. Yeah, like I said, not a fan of the Pierce mechanic that much. The only reason I'm a fan of Vanoss is because him having Pierce, he's able to AoE daze you, he can single target Voltaic Claw you, he has a fire-based attack that applies burning, so that could potentially OTK, it's really strong. But yeah, Rasulka, not the biggest fan of the monster. Undead Mr. Beast has a Revival Lessons, has a Hater extra turn skill. So you can pack a punch, but not really. Iguanazar, Team Race monster, in my personal opinion, one of the worst Team Race monsters we've had. He's just an attacker, and I've said this multiple times. Attacker monsters are not really highlighted in Monster Legends at the moment. Kaguya is another free-to-play pass monster, has some extra turn skills. He's okay, but not worth getting. Spitfire is another extra turn attacker, also holds Revival Lessons. I think he was the second one after Thunder Kong, so he's slightly better, but honestly, Vampire Astro is the best extra turn attacker right now. Necro, he can resurrect, but that's really all. This guy's a Earth AoE Freeze. Renata, I actually like Renata a lot, but I would be super amazed if I spent 600 gems for it. And then Ferris is a support light monster. So yeah, obviously everyone wants Shelly, so Cosmic Season 3 is the one to get if you're trying to get a Shelly, but considering you have a 1 in 11 chance, it is really not likely. Season 2, you really want Lindworm and Tabora, so that's a 20%. But even if you get Solar Flare or Diegale, that's pretty good, so that's a 40%. And Season 1, you really want Bombeta, probably above anyone else. You want Bombeta, and then Hardy and Vanoss are also good ones, so that's 30%, and then 50 with Black Feather and Kodama. So those are kind of my ratings and rankings on each of the monsters that's available in each Cosmic Era chest. Yeah, now the question is, do you spend on this or not? Do you spend the 600 gems? So it's a tough one, right? It really depends on the individual. If you were to purchase a chest, you might end up with something you don't like, right? You might end up with a heist. On this one, you might end up with a Zavi Pit, or Seaquake, sorry. That's Zavi Pit 2.0. You might end up with a, I don't know, who can I make fun of here? I guess no one's like terribly bad here. You could end up with a Pulsus, right? So that'd be the worst thing ever. If you were to spend if you spend the 1,200 gems, you get all 3. So you get 3 for the price of 2. The best case scenario is you purchase the Cosmic Era Season 1 chest, you purchase all 3 chests, and you get a Hardy, for example, and you get, or Vanoss, and you get a Lindworm, and you get a Shelly. That would be the best thing possible. I'm sure there's going to be someone in the comments that claims they spent the 1,200 gems and they got the most meta monsters. I doubt it. I'm curious, do you guys think you're going to get it or not get it? It is expensive, right? 600 gems. And remember, after a race, you can get a level 10 rune for 325 gems, alright? Just for comparison. 600 gems is expensive. I don't like to gamble. I hate the idea of gambling. At the same time, the idea of Can you imagine you have the gems, you pay the 600, you get a Shelly. You didn't spend 50 bucks for Shelly. You didn't spend 30 bucks for Shelly. And especially if it's like a free-to-play player that just happens to save the gems or did a monster with task and got a Shelly, that would be incredible. That would be incredible. I can imagine some players shooting for it. I can imagine chest opening videos would be popular. So hey, if you're gonna buy one of these chests, consider recording it, maybe uploading a video. That'd be pretty popular. That'd be pretty cool to see. But yeah, 600 gems is steep. And if you did have 1,200 gems, would you really buy all three, or would you maybe go for this twice and try to get Shellys to have it like a 2 in 11 chance? I don't know, guys. It's tough. So it's expensive. That's all I can say. And I don't like to gamble, so I wouldn't personally do it. Like, in my personal opinion, say you really, really, really wanted Lindworm, I think I would recommend for you guys to, instead of purchasing the gambling chest, I would say, hey, just scroll over here and get the unranked Lindworm. I think that's what I would recommend. Yes, no, sorry, this is a Shelly. Where is Lindworm? Lindworm is right here. If you really, really wanted Lindworm, I would say, honestly, pay the 1,400 gems for a guaranteed Lindworm. If you really, really wanted Bomb Beta, I'd say, hey, pay the 1,400 gems for a Bomb Beta. That would be my recommendation, right? Going back to, where is it? I feel like there's so many offers. Going back to this. Bam, nope. Going back, nope. Oh yeah, by the way, there's also this offer where you can get the Wolf Pack for 80 bucks. My personal opinion, not worth it. It's too expensive. Ulrika, again, she's cool and all, but really, it's the dad and the dad and the son that are the really good monsters. Hopefully you were able to get them via the in-game events, so you don't have to spend 80 bucks. Master Masher, if you're considering purchasing him for 40, honestly, you can just get the golden pass, the exclusive golden pass for an extra $10 and get everything else. So that'd be a better value. But going back to the chests, let's say you really wanted Bomb Beta or Kodama, and you might be thinking, yeah, Armor, I'm going to spend 1,400 gems. I can just buy the Cosmic Era Season 1 chest a couple times, like twice, and get Bomb Beta or Kodama. Again, yes, but there's a chance you don't, right? There's a chance you have 1,400 gems, you buy 2 Cosmic Era Season 1 chests, and you get Heist, and you get Heist again. Like, that could happen. Or you can get Slugazoid and Heist. That could happen. So, if you really desperately want a specific monster, I would say, just get the guaranteed monster. Don't take the gamble. For those of you that do take the gamble, I am jealous, and I hope the best for you. I hope you get your Shelly. I hope you get your Lindworm or Tabora. Assuming you don't have them, right? I hope you get your Vanoss. But that's all I can say. I am curious, what do you guys think about these Cosmic Era chests? Are any of you going to be saving up for the next time this flash offer comes out? And if so, are you going to be purchasing it? Again, if anyone is opening the chests, I highly recommend you record it and upload a video. It'd be really cool to see what you pull out. With that being said, guys, I'm Armor Gaming. Thank you all for watching, and remember to subscribe.